if you are part of this Gen Z generation, you won't know any different. You literally won't know any different because it's all that you've grown up in, all that you've observed, all that is the norm. And to simply put it in 2 points, and I'll cover these 2 points. Number one being that our lifestyles are massively sedentary. Now, I understand that that's where the world has moved towards, but what that's led to is this health crisis, and also knowing how movement is a key part of our mental health, our physical health. If we are not incorporating that into our lives and our day-to-day tasks, then there's a problem. And so I've really thought about this, and I had this crazy thought of, what if the government, or what if the society wants us to stay inside and not be outside? And I was like, if everyone came outside, out of their homes or out of their offices, we would fill up the streets like crazy. It would look like it's a protest. It would look absolutely insane. And what if this sedentary lifestyle, which I would tell you how it's promoted, has become a problem? It's quite obvious to me that if you're mostly inside, you're easier to control, you're easier to have mental health issues. We saw it massively during COVID. Most people became massively depressed, and we have all these conditions that come from that lifestyle of being at home. Everyone's working from home. That's a problem to me. That's just crazy to me. If you're not self-aware enough, you won't notice the shift, and you won't notice how detrimental the sedentary lifestyle actually is. And this crazy thought of mine of, what if the government wants you to be inside, sitting, eating, being entertained, and not escaping or meeting new people, new areas, not exploring, not moving around, is their way of controlling you? That's become such a crazy thought to me. And I know it's not that crazy. And I feel like, why do they want us to be constantly addicted to entertainment, whether it's watching a TV show, going on our phones, sitting like this still, which is kind of scary to me, rather than being outside and moving around? I've actually come to a really nice spot outside of a park, and after this video I'm going to be going on a walk, and that's so exciting to me. I've realized that during my holidays I spent so much time inside the house. I was like, what am I even doing? Then I realized that's the norm. Whether I'm at work or I get back home, when I'm working, when I'm not working, I am so sedentary. I'm not really moving around, and I'm not really active. It seems like the life that we live currently has become so conveniently inactive. And I'll give you an example. You can order food and it will arrive to your home. You can order groceries. You don't even have to go grocery shopping. You can just literally order it and it'll come to your home. You want this product, click a button, comes to your home. There's not much that we know now to fix physically. Like, for example, most people can't fix their car, or most people can't fix their boilers, or I don't know, fix a broken tire. There's so much skill that we are not utilizing. We have the highest rates of depression. We have the highest rates of anxiety. We have the highest rates of obesity. And you're telling me this sedentary lifestyle is not at the core of it? Come on. The reason why you're anxious and depressed is because you're not social enough. You're not going out speaking to people. You're not going out meeting people. Your jobs are so limited in the people that you see on a day-to-day basis. Everything's so controlled. You're not even saying hi to your neighbor. You're not even saying hi to the person that you're walking past. How do you expect to be mentally sane or physically fit in this kind of lifestyle? Number two, I think what is a major way that this is propagated and promoted is in everything that we watch and everything that we see. Entertainment now has become this, kind of like a mindless robot consuming whatever it's given, whether it's TV shows, whether it's movies, whether it's the next trend on social media, whether this doom scrolling reels, that's how they reel you in and make money off you. What I'm saying is not so controversial. What I'm saying is, this kind of lifestyle that we live now, there's a reason why you're not fulfilled. There's a reason why you're depressed. There's a reason why you're unfit. And it's quite obvious. It's your massive addiction to the sedentary lifestyle, being lazy, not moving around, not being active, being addicted to social media and entertainment, this entertainment loop. I need to be entertained, otherwise my existence doesn't mean anything. Not thinking for yourself, and so on and so on. So Arkkez, you're complaining about this matter, this issue. What solutions are you offering? It's quite obvious. I can list out a few, and I think you can kind of use your brain. I want you guys to comment down below how you are escaping this sedentary box lifestyle trap. I don't think it's that crazy, this concept that I'm talking about. But I'll list a few. Number one, get out of your fucking house. Get out of your house. Go on a walk. Talk to your neighbor. Whether it's in the morning, whether it's in the nighttime, at least you should be going out your home twice and spending an hour or 2 or 3 or 4. Spend as long as you can outside. If your job doesn't enable you to leave a building that you're stuck in, like the Matrix, then you have to step outside, go on a walk, go grab a lunch outside, go speak to someone, catch an actual break for your mind, and find ways that you can escape the system so you don't have to be stuck behind a screen 8-9 hours of the day, which is absolutely insane to me. The 9 to 5 is the biggest trap of them all, and it's the core of this sedentary control mechanism that they use. In school, what do they tell you to do? Sit down and listen. It's all around this sedentary compliance, accepting whatever's given to you, and that's scary to me. Go to nature, go to social places. There's many places you could go. Explore new areas in your town or in your city or in your country. Science has shown that going to new places, having new experiences and novelty is the key to human neuroplasticity, meaning your brain stays moldable and it stays ready to learn, to grow, to evolve, rather than it staying stagnant or regressing. Because I think one major thing as well that I've seen a lot in social media, and what I feel like the energy that I get, is that you can be sedentary, you can be stuck somewhere, but you can never regress. No, you can regress in every manner, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually. We know that. We know that how the mind works is that it moves towards the most comfortable, most easy way of living. And we know as human beings that that is the core of staying stagnant, weirdly enough. And that survival itself is massively fulfilling if you just look at it for that sake. But we know when you study the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there is way more that the human mind desires, and that massively comes from having new experiences, growing, feeling like you're gaining status, respect, love, and so on and so on. But how are you ever gonna receive that or experience that by staying in your little box? Now, the sedentary lifestyle that I'm talking about is not only just sitting down. I think it's more of a symbolism or metaphor for how our life, our mind, our bodies have become. So there are many ways you could get out of it. As I said, first of all, leaving the home. 2, exercise. We know how powerful that is. Going to new places, meeting new people. Nature, fresh air, going out. It's so powerful. And then breaking the cycle of entertainment, of this harmful kind of lifestyle that we've been living the past however many years you've been on this planet. I just thought, like, whoa, like during my holidays, why am I locked inside when all I'm doing is laying around and I'm consuming? And it seems like I'm dragged into this sedentary lifestyle more and more as soon as I stop creating that novelty and stepping outside the home. It kind of became scary, because I remember I was 8 episodes deep in Rick and Morty, and I'm laying on my bed watching it, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, genuinely, where am I going? What's this feeding me? What am I learning? Absolutely nothing. What I'm doing, in fact, is regressing in every way. And that's why I create this video. That's why I created this channel. That's my way of creating a new way for myself to escape this stagnation that is otherwise proposed on me if I don't do anything about it. Now, if inaction is the core of a sedentary lifestyle, then action is the solution. And you can take that in any shape or form. You can take that in your relationships. You can take that in your work. You can take that in your hobbies. It's taking action in those things. Reading a book that you don't want to read, that is boring to you. Knowing the things that are beneficial to you and doing them instead of doing what is destructive. I find that the sedentary lifestyle is so destructive. And it's just set around laziness, a lack of ambition, a lack of progression, a lack of novelty. I really want you guys to reflect on this and think for yourself what you think about this. Drop it in the comment section. But I've realized that being boxed in and plugged in to quote-unquote the Matrix, that we can't escape. And at that point, it seems like our reality becomes unconscious. If you're not aware of what you're doing or why you're doing it, what you're consuming, then you're inactive. You are a robot in many ways, if you want to use that term, metaphorically, symbolically, whatever way you want to look at it. But I really thought about, what does control mean and what does compliance mean? And realizing that this sedentary lifestyle is at the core of what the government wants. They don't want you to be outside and really doing something that's productive or growing. It seems like they want you to be locked up inside, consuming what they want you to consume to keep making money off you. It's actually scary. And yeah, so I hope that video really covered those two core main areas which I talked about, which is number one, this sedentary lifestyle that's become so normalized, the lies being made normal, that I thought it would be an important video to make to wake you guys up, because I was woken up today and now I want to change my life around. Now I want to incorporate, you know, my walks in the morning, my walks in the afternoon, going to new areas and really breaking the cycle. That mindset of not being inactive, but actually being active in all the areas in my life, that things will change for me. I hope this video helps shift your perspective on things. And I'll leave the video there. This has been Arkkez, and I'll see you guys in the next video.